Hey guys, welcome to your, what reading is this? Collective reading for the month of August. There has been this sort of, I need new sage. This is crispy. This looks so crispy. I wonder, because I've never bought a bundle like this before. Are you supposed to like cut it and break it or something for it to last longer? I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comments. Because I feel like there's still goodness inside. Like it could still burn in there. Anyway, so there's been some sort of theme this month when it comes to my collective where Spirit is asking everyone to really pay attention to how they commit to themselves, whether it be something just as simple as going to the gym or working on a project, or if there's something on your mind or something that you've been in the works in, but you always find yourself falling back on and not fully pushing through. So it has a lot to do with love, because I have a lot of, it's just these situations and scenarios that keep coming around me. It's just, I always take it as a way of divine trying to communicate with me and trying to tell me this is what we need to talk about. This is what the people need to know. And it's not just for you guys, it's for me too as well, because as I live my life and things pop up, it will somehow resonate with you guys in some weird, trippy, very cool way. So the theme of committing to yourself, and I said this in one of my love readings, I forgot what sign it was, but since I feel as though that it's so important that everyone hears it, it's that for a lot of you who aren't in a relationship right now, and especially for those who haven't been in one in a very long time, or if you find yourself kind of about to be in one, or you are in one and then boom, something happens and then they either vanish, they ghost you, or things don't work out, there was a fight that led to a complete breakup, whatever it is, Divine is asking you to look at yourself and figure out, what are you not committing to for yourself? Why is it that you aren't in a committed relationship? Now, if you guys are in a committed relationship, this reading is obviously not for you. These are for my people that always find themselves in these situations. So, but feel free to listen to the video. Maybe you'll find something in here that resonates, especially when I bring out the cards and stuff. But one of the things that popped up to me the most was my own situation and what I could share in my life that might resonate with you guys is, you know, I personally cannot, it's as if I'm very close to it and then it just kind of like disappears. Where I'm dating someone and things are going really good, but for some reason I can never get them to lock in. I can never make them really commit to me. I'm sorry, my dog is drinking water. That's, if you hear that, that's what that is. He's very thirsty. So then it forced me to ask myself, and I realized, you know, that's my life, not just in love, in everything. And it's everything that I do. Things that are in my power to keep going, I stop working out. I always go up and down. People who see me in my personal life, they're like, oh, you gained a little weight. Oh, you lost a lot of weight. Oh, you gained a little weight. Oh, you lost a lot. I'm always up and down. There's never just, wow, you changed your, you know, your diet, your nutrition, and your lifestyle, working out every day, and you look amazing. You've been looking amazing. But no, it's every time someone saw me, I always looked either up or down. It was never consistent. And I have to be honest with myself. And this, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but a lot of these things has a lot to do with us. It's not this, woe is me and the universe is angry and God is testing me. No, it's your own shit, dude. And a lot of people don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. And I had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, bitch, have you been working out consistently? No. Have you been eating good lately? No, because I haven't. And then how dare I get mad at the divine and say, why is things the way they are It's when it's my own doing. The Spirit's looking at me like, bro, it's not even me. Like, that's you doing that on yourself. You doing that on your own. So I had to look at myself and realize, damn, like, I'm not consistent in my workouts. I'm not consistent in eating well. And then digging a little bit deeper. Why? Why am I not committed? Why? There's always a reason. You ever see those people? I always think of those TV shows where they're like super overweight and they're just, it starts here, guys. You guys need to understand everything always starts within the mind. If you guys haven't read the Kabbalion, go ahead and read it. It always starts within the mind and then it manifests in the physical realm. So we always have to go back to the inner self. We always have to search back into that and try to discover why it's there in the first place, how it got there, and also not to completely obsess over it, because there's times where things have happened to us when we were children and we are traumatized energetically. It makes a home, unfortunately, until we are able to force it out. But some of these things, I just don't want you guys to obsess over it as to the why, because sometimes the why will come later. It makes me think of this seminar that I went to this YouTuber seminar, and I remember him asking me the same thing about something else. It was something about finances and money and why is it that my life isn't, better than what it should be because of all the work that I put in. And I remember him asking me this why, and I kept saying, I don't know. And I really didn't at that moment, and I kept obsessing over it. And it wasn't until later on that I think, again, situations happen, scenarios, or someone says something that kind of triggers something inside of me, and I wake up and I just go, wow, like that's why. And it started making sense. And from there on, I was able to change whatever it is that I needed to change, to move on and to proceed in a different way. Look at things at a different angle. Sometimes we just need that little, what do you call it? A little, I don't know, a change. Just a change. Why did I say all that? Finding your why. Don't obsess over it. And yeah, just really, if you have to meditate, maybe journal a little bit. Start looking at different pieces and parts of your life that may fall into the same category, meaning, like I was saying in my situation, my working out, my YouTube. I am never consistent with my YouTube. I know if you guys look back at my videos, they're more up to date to like this date, but I've had YouTube for a while. Actually, I had it a lot more longer than what it says because I used to have it on another phone and then somehow it didn't get connected to the new phone. It was just a big mess and I lost all my videos. But if you looked at my timestamps, they're all fucking scattered crazy. Just like 2016, I did 20 videos, then completely stopped for 5 years. Then, and then I wonder why my YouTube won't grow. I was never consistent in it. And you know what I've noticed, and this may resonate with some of you, is that my view of it is what was tainting the progress, I believe. And I felt like it was something I had to do. Not that it was in my, how do I say, I've been talking like, see, oh my God. I've just been noticing I say the word like a lot. So if I talk slow, it's because I'm about to say it. And I'm about to say it again. I don't want to say it because I noticed, and my son, he brought it up to me the other day. He goes, Mom, you say like a lot. And I said, I know, it's kind of annoying. I don't want to be that person. So if I talk that way, if I talk a little slow, or I look as if I am processing something in my mind, it's because I'm trying to find another word to use, okay? I don't remember what the hell I was saying. Oh, finding different aspects of your life. Oh, the YouTube. So I can't blame anyone but myself. I'm never consistent. Oh, I remember now. It was the view. It was the way that I was looking at doing these things as a thing that I had to do. Not that it was a piece of me, a part of me already. I didn't identify as a YouTuber. I didn't identify as someone who works out and goes to the gym, because I love it. I enjoy it. But I've always been just up and down, up and down. I'd be going really hard for 2 months and then boom, stop for 6. And, you know, later on, I had to realize why I kept doing this thing. So it's going to be different for everyone. For me, I can personally say I've noticed when I think about it, it's almost this fear of knowing I have to fully commit. And there it is. The fear of commitment. And what was my problem in love? No one wanting to fucking commit to me. Why would anyone want to commit to me if I don't even commit to myself? You see what I mean? Let's get into the cards. Now I'm hyped. Oh gosh. I've been looking back at all my videos to listen to how I speak. I'm about to do it again. What can I say instead of that? I don't like, I said, I don't appreciate the words that I choose in my YouTube videos. It's just that specific word. See, I'm just going to let it go. If I say it, I say it. Who cares? What? Wait, I forgot to ask. Or maybe I just need to stop focusing on using that word so much, because I feel as though that's all I'm going to focus on. So I'm just going to stop caring. If people don't like my then I'm not for you, because I say it a whole lot. Maybe I just need to read more. I read a lot already, but I'm just telling myself, Denise, use different words. Use something else. So can we get 6 cards for my collective? What do they need to hear? What do they need to know in the month of August? What messages do you have for them? Holy Spirit, ancestors, they're welcome as well if they would like to come through and speak. Holy Spirit of love and light, Holy Spirit. Jesus. Yeshua. For someone else's reading, I seen a dragon egg. When I was thinking, 'cause sometimes during the day I meditate on the reading that I'm gonna do for whatever sign, for whatever reading in general. And I saw a dragon egg. I thought that was really interesting, which represents rebirth, new beginnings, a gift coming about. And then yesterday I was thinking about you guys reading. I didn't do one yesterday. I fucked up, so I'm gonna do 2 today. And that's showing commitment to myself in the YouTube. What was I saying? Oh, I seen a dragon eye. Like, it was like this, like, it just looked at me. It was just one. It was like as if it was laying somewhere, and it just kind of like did one of these. So there's something. I did it for, it popped up as an egg in one of, I want to say, was it Virgo? It doesn't matter. But I feel it being a theme for, it's a theme. It's a theme happening right now for my collective. There is an awakening happening. There is gifts coming out. I just heard some things that you guys have let go from the past that you thought that you would never do again. Maybe there were certain dreams that you had that you thought would never come true, or you let go of. And Spirit is bringing those things back to you. Spirit is awakening the sleeping dragon, because that's who you are. It's time to stop sleeping. It's time to be seen. It's time to rise. It's time to fly. It's time to tackle. I'm seeing a panther now. attacking, taking a jaguar, taking what belongs to you. When you see a jaguar hunting in the woods, in the, I'm sorry, Amazon, wherever the fuck they live, the Amazon, you know, when they creep up on their prey and they're just like, that's you guys. You are, Spirit is saying that's how you need to attack. You need to have a strategy. You have to have that wanting. If a jaguar hasn't eaten in fucking weeks, they're starving. They will eat whatever the hell they find that comes across them and just fucking attack it. That's the energy that you guys need. You have to want it that bad. And if you don't right now, Spirit is starting to, I feel it, not festering. Festering, I think, is more like a negative thing, isn't it? It's just like boiling up inside, and this you're just gonna come out like the freaking Hulk, like, rah, like. And don't be surprised if situations around you keep happening until that's Spirit's way of forcing us off the damn cliff sometimes. Don't birds do that whenever they're learning how to fly? Their parents or whatever, I mean, some of them just go on their own. You see those cute little videos, they're like, oh. But some of them, they kind of push them, like, it's time to go. It's time. You can't you can't be up in the nest anymore. You got to do something. You got to, because, you know, I'm not going to live for that long. You're going to have to figure out how to fend for yourself and fight and find food for yourself so that you can survive. Who got this yesterday? Sagittarius. Was it Sagittarius? It was Sagittarius. The Hermit card. See, I do these readings, and sometimes I do these love readings, but we all in this together. I've been doing this for long enough to realize it doesn't even matter. Sometimes if people come across, yeah, I had that card yesterday too for Sagittarius. If you guys hear this message and you're not a specific sign or whatever, especially my other videos, it doesn't matter. We all resonate in some sort of way. So, the Hermit. We're going to start. Only thing I hate about having nails is I can never pick up my cards. So I have to slide them this way. So we have the Hermit card. For those of you who don't know what the Hermit card means, that light is kind of annoying. Like that, like this, like that, like this. I think this is trying to focus on my face. Can you see it now? Okay, anyway, it's the Hermit card. So, Hermit, taking time away, being a little bit more introverted. In studies, in studying of the self, learning to back away when it's needed. Take a step back so that you can see things in a different way, in a different light. Maybe I heard someone studying the occult more. If you guys really want to dig deep into spirituality and the occult, God rest his soul, Brother Panic. He is my fucking... He's the reason why I left religion. And it's just the way that he speaks, the way he's not for everybody. But the way that he breaks things down, and he's very educated, and he educated himself. He's read so many books, and I love that when he speaks about things, he always references to books, so to back up his information, so that you can do your, become a student as well and learn these things yourself. Not just having everyone tell you everything and then you just believe it just because they're telling you and it sounds nice. But he is the reason why I got into occult and to the knowledge of everything, the self, just everything, and the way that everything works. So if you are interested in that, look him up. He did pass away a few months, maybe almost a year now. But I want to say, I don't know if his channel was closed after that, but there are people who are reposting his stuff, who have saved his stuff. So if you want to look up Brother Panic, or sometimes it's Bro Panic, you might find him like that too. But yeah, so someone here may be interested in learning the occult and the science of that and energy and how things work and how you can manifest things into your life, because someone here is really fed up with how their life is, and they're starting to understand that there has to be a reasoning behind this. There has to be, like, what am I doing wrong? What can I do differently to manifest the life that I want? To manifest the friends, the lover, the job, the dog, the everything. Becoming that, I just heard the magician, which the magician is someone who is able to transmute anything. That if something bad were to happen, you would know how to transmute that into something good. And again, oh my gosh, I should put my phone in do not disturb. It's okay, I'll leave it alone. Crap, I didn't realize I didn't do that. It's all right, I'll fix the video if anything. And you have the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So you see how he's picking up a bunch of sticks there, a bunch of wands, and heading towards this, because this is first. I know this is flipped, but you guys are working towards something. The commitment. Committing to yourself in a way that you never have before is going to lead you to this. Is going to leave you. I just heard the fountain of youth, the fountain of blessings. And it's a type of blessings that it's just, not only are you going to receive what you've wanted and what you dreamed of, but so much more. So much more, I heard for some of you, that you never thought that you could ever have in your life. You never thought your life could get this fucking good. That type of energy. Very beautiful. Interesting. Y'all got this yesterday too for Sagittarius. I don't know. Okay. I want to know why that card's there. Hold on. Beep, beep, beep. Spirit, why is the devil card here for this situation here? Oops. Because you got the Sun card and you have the Four of Wands, which are good things. It represents good things, good feelings, right? But then you also have the Devil card and this Seven of Swords that's kind of sketchy. Like, why are you here? Especially right next to these two decks. Spirit, why are these two cards here for my collective? Why is it here? Okay, I just heard there's two. The way that you approach life from this day on, it could be, I'm still going to pull another card, but it could be either this or it can lead you to this. It's really up to you. It's your choice. The way that you want to move, if you want to be doing things the way that you're not supposed to be doing, you guys know what that thing is. If God, the divine, whatever you want to call it, is telling you to do things differently, to let go of your old self, to let go of the past things that no longer serve you. If you want to keep being this fucking person right here, doing things the way you're not supposed to, it's just going to leave you to the same results. You're just going to stay tied up. You're still going to repeat. I heard the same cycles over and over and over and over again. And I just heard for some of you, this is family shit. This is family curses that need to be broken. Are you going to be the one to break it? Or are you going to keep letting this overtake you? You can leave this, but it's your actions. It's all in your actions and the way that you think and the way that you move. You can't expect things to be good if you are surrounded by the wrong people. There's someone here very specific, man. And I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just telling the stories as I'm seeing it. I'm starting to get channeled, and I'm seeing different situations where people are, I heard there's certain jobs that you guys are taking that you know you shouldn't be taking. This is very heavy, guys. This is for a specific group of people. Whether you're drug dealing, I heard there's going to be a stripper, a dancer, or something like that. No judgment here, guys. I have a past too. You do what you got to do to make your money to fucking survive. I understand that. Let me make that very fucking clear. But for some of y'all, I need y'all to be careful, because I feel like there's someone watching. Yeah, I feel weird. I feel like someone's watching me. And it's for you guys. It's be careful for the women, whoever dances. When you get, even if you're a male who's a dancer, if you get into your car, pay attention to who's looking around you. This is for, bro, I don't get this a lot, but it's happening. Be careful when you get into your car. If you're doing a drug deal, if you're doing, I mean, it's illegal. I know it's illegal. I'm trying to help y'all out here. This is for somebody. Be very careful. If you really don't have to do it, if you have to take on an extra job to keep you safe and to keep you out of trouble, please do it. Please do it. Because I promise you, that lifestyle, that everyone can make their own decisions, but energetically, spiritually, and I'm saying it from my own experience, it will drag you the fuck down and keep you there. Because that's what it does, okay? Whether you believe in good and evil or not, I'm just here. I'm just a fucking messenger. Being around that energy and being around that type of people and whatever that's going on in these type of places and the drugs, and it lowers your vibration. Drinking lowers your vibration. All these things, there's nothing good that comes out of it. Eventually, something bad will happen because you're allowing yourself to be around certain toxic people and situations and lifestyles that, yeah, the money's nice. You can buy a lot of nice things, but can you buy nice shit when you're fucking jail? Can you buy nice things when you're dead? I don't mean to scare nobody, but that's just what I got, and I just had to share that with somebody. That was crazy, but I'm feeling like I need to get grounded a little bit, because sometimes when I get channeled like that, it feels kind of airy. These matches work. I can't find my lighter, so I've been lighting my sage like this. I think I can actually break it in the middle. I'm gonna try later, because I feel the outside is the only thing that's really burnt. It's not, I see some fresh sage there in the middle. I think that's fine. Woo! I love it when spirit takes me on a journey. That was fun. That was for, ah! Oh my God, my table's burning. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Oh, my nails, missy. Shit. Oh my gosh, I got it, I got it. Not my table. All right, got it, I got it. Okay. But what is the outcome? What were we gonna ask? I was gonna pull another one still. What can we ask? I really don't want to ask what will happen if they continue on this path, because we all know it's nothing good, so who cares about that? But let's pull out one more card. Let's go on the lighter side, on the positive side. If you guys continue in your endeavors of growing and doing better for yourself and letting go of the things that no longer serve you, what is the final outcome for my collective spirit if they continue in this path of light? That's too many. Let's try that again. What do they have to look forward to? When they commit to themselves, when they say no, when they need to say no. Damn, I don't know why these two keep, when there's too many popping out. Spirit just told me to stop and to pull out oracle cards. I'm just gonna do that. I don't know. I'm just the messenger. I just do what I'm told. Where's my water? I'm so thirsty. Oh, there's a water bottle right there. Grab it. I didn't realize when you talk so damn much during these readings, my throat gets so dry. Okay. let's pull out. You're first. We'll put you out first. After this reading, I have to drive to Riverview, that's near Tampa, to go pick up my son because he went on a trip to go visit my dad with my 2 nephews. And they took the flight from there because that's where my nephews live at. So I gotta do that long drive after this. At least it's like rainy outside and I don't know, gloomy. I don't know. I enjoy driving in that type of weather, so I just hope the traffic's not gonna be that crazy because that's gonna be kind of annoying. I don't want to do a 1 hour trip and then it turns into like a 2 hour trip. All right, Spirit, what do we have for my collective? What do they need to hear? What do they need to know? Okay. Well, you guys got 3. I'll take them because I have to book them anyway. So we have, you got 4, 5. Damn. Spirit's really trying to talk today. Okay, I'll just take it. I'll take them all. These cards are so cool. All right. We'll start with. Now I have to read through the book because I don't have them memorized. There's way too many Oracle cards to be memorizing. The 8 of Pentacles. It's really pretty too. I really like this deck. Wait, it's trying to focus on my face. Wait. There we go. It's pretty. I never pulled this card out before, actually. There's a lot of cool little symbols in there. My friend gave me this as a gift. It's funny, it was around the time where I wasn't, in the beginning, where she knew I was a reader and a channeler, and I didn't really believe in myself. And you know, when people give you little gifts here and there, kind of hinting to your destiny and what you need to be doing. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. Queen. I need 8. Wands. Pentacles. There we go. Just hold it here so you guys can check it out. I'm trying to not get it blurry. It's whenever I put the cinematic on my phone to record. Okay, there we go. Nope. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna do what it do. We have the 8 of Pentacles invites you to look deeply into your world of work and review those projects and moments where you felt most alive, inspired, capable, absorbed, and joyful. Look at where you need to apply yourself fully and feel the joy in the doing of it. Isn't this, I love tarot. Of doing it well and to your fullest competency. I'm playing with the possibility that no matter how much we may become enhanced beings, the sense of our own corporeal existence will be seen as a treasure. Our consciousness is a mind-body consciousness, unique and precious. If you have neglected your physical form, bruh. My dog's looking at me like, bitch, what's wrong with you? Auntie, I'm okay. Where'd it go? Oh my God. Your physical, excuse me, your physical form. Then this card is telling you to use it and fully experience it. If you have neglected to stretch your mind, now is a time to indulge in the amazing fact that you can extend yourself, touch the life of others by creating solutions. When you are willing to put in the real work to bring something about, it enhances your innate sense of being. You become absorbed in life and you're able to enjoy so much more. I don't know how much more to add to this because it was so self-explanatory to everything that I was just saying. And it made me think of painting. For me, might resonate with some of you, maybe not, but this is just an example. I noticed that when I finally take the time, because I love, this is actually one of my paintings right here. I'm a nerd, so I like to do a lot of anime paintings. and abstract ones. They're like all over around my house. But I only have a few, but I love painting. And I've noticed I never make the time to paint. But when I finally do, and when I finally put that brush, dip it into the paint, put it on the canvas, I feel like a kid again. I feel the enjoyment of life again. I enjoy life again. I love things. Like, I'm just in the moment and just feeling just centered and within myself. And it's like, it doesn't matter what's going on in my life in that moment. I just feel amazing because I'm creating something. I'm doing something that I love. I'm doing something that I enjoy. And there's just something about that. What is that thing that you guys have been putting off to do or hiding, that is something that is of you, that's precious to you, that brings you light and joy when you do it? What is that thing? And also it was speaking about neglecting your physical form. I was talking about the gym or anything in general that is tangible to hand, to something that you can work hard towards so that you can see the outcome of that thing. How great is it gonna feel when you get it done? I'm gonna share something. I'm very embarrassed by this, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it because maybe there's someone out there who needs to hear this. Other than me being more committed to my physical and my YouTube, I've never finished high school. I moved out of my house when I was 16. I had a lot of things going on at the time as a kid, and I've been on my own since then. There's times when I got older that I tried going back to my mom's house and, kind of in and out, and things didn't work out. But at the time I didn't. I left school. I never finished the 10th grade. So I never even bothered getting my GED because I knew it was going to be hard because I have a learning disability and it's dyslexia with numbers. So, and I say that because I did try taking my test eventually and I failed it. And I passed everything but the math portion. And I tried again. I tried 3 times and I kept failing. I passed everything else. Everything is good. But after that, I just gave up because I accepted the defeat that I'm just stupid, I'm just dumb, I'm never gonna get this, I have this disability, no one understands me, woe is me, right? That was my mentality back then. And I'm actually deciding to go back to school. It's been something that's been on my heart to do. I used to use the excuse of, I don't have to go to school to be successful. But I was using that as an excuse to not go back because I knew deep down, like even just talking about it now makes me a little emotional. Sorry. But it's because it always takes me back to that day or that situation where I feel like I'm not smart enough. And for some of you, it might seem really silly, but it's just my situation and some people may resonate with it. And that's why I'm sharing it. But it always meant a lot to me to go back to school because I wanted to do it for myself. And to be honest, even if I don't really use it, whatever I graduate from, if it doesn't come about the way that I want it to, it's fine. It's the schooling part is just the experience that I really want to have for myself. So what I've been doing is I bought a GED math testing book. And thankfully when I called the place, because it's been over 12 years since I took the damn test, so I thought, damn, I'm gonna have to retake the whole thing. And the guy on the phone says, actually, no, you don't have to retake it. It's still valid. It's completely valid. You just gotta pass the math. And he even told me, like, the last time I took the test, I didn't pass by, I think, 5 points. And imagine, back then, I really wasn't trying. I didn't even have the same mentality that I do now. So imagine if I were to take the test now. So I'm gonna retake it again. And I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it because it's something that I feel that is super important to me. I'm not a complete, I know what 2 + 2 is, and I didn't try. So I know at the end of the day, this is gonna be something that's really gonna prove to me that if you really wanted it, you do it and you get it done, regardless of the obstacles that you have in front of you. It's really not impossible. I might have to work harder. I might have to take the test a couple more times again. You know what it makes me think of? There's this YouTuber, Victor Odo. I'll never forget this conversation I had with him. And this was when I was going to school for massage therapy. And I remember speaking to him because why was I on the phone with him? Oh, it was, he was doing like monthly coaching or something like that. I was interested in signing up for it. And I ended up not signing up only because at the time I wasn't financially stable to do it. But he was totally cool, totally understanding. He wasn't like a jerk about it or anything. He actually still spoke to me over the phone. And because he wanted to know, you know, what are your goals? What are you trying to do? And I was telling him that I was feeling lost because I went to school for this thing, for the massage therapy, and I failed the test the first time. And at the time I was taking it as if, okay, did I not pass this test because I'm not meant to be doing it? Is it just the universe's way? You know what we do sometimes where we overthink, why is God doing this to me? Why is and just obsessing over every little detail of your situation. And I'm telling him all this stuff. And then he finally tells me, he says, yeah, Denise, but he just goes, or what if spirit wants to see how bad you want it? I was like, that's a new perspective. I didn't think about it like that. That's kind of cool. So after he told me that, I asked myself, did you really study really hard for this test? Did you really try? I didn't. That's why I didn't pass the damn test. I had to be, at the end of the day, a lot of the times it's our own shit, and we have to look at ourselves, take responsibility of our actions and the way that we do things, and be real with ourselves. It was me. I was slacking. I didn't study. I was hanging out. I was doing I was doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing, like reading a book or watching TV instead of actually studying for this test that was coming up. So I didn't really try. So having that mentality, then I approached it differently. When I started studying, phone do not disturb. At the time I was living with my friend, and a lot of it had to do, she would come around and start talking to me, and it was always when I was studying. So I'm like, girl, let me but I had to set that boundary and say, I'm gonna go study, I'll see you later. I went outside, I was by myself, I was 100% trying. I was trying. And I remember having this practice test because for the MBLEX, they have you can download this app where you can take a fake test. And once you feel comfortable taking and passing that actual fake test, you can take the real test. So I said, okay, if I can pass this test at least a couple of times without failing, that means I'm ready. So I did that. I took the test, and I love telling the story because that's when I felt like God really came through and divine really came through for me when it was appropriate. There was 100 questions on this test. I was exactly on number 50, and I just started crying. I started bawling because I felt like the test was getting harder and harder. And I just thought to myself, and I was praying to myself, I said, God, I know I did my best. I worked so hard for this. You know me, you see me. But right now, I need you to come through for me. This is where I need you, because this is where I've done the work, and this is where God fills in the rest, does the rest of the work, and comes through for you. So I said, I need you. I need you. I need your help. I need your help. I'll never forget. I was crying. I'm like, the people around me probably thought I was crazy. I don't give a shit. I was just praying. I'm like, I need you, bro. Like, help me. And I finished the test. I calmed myself down, took a couple deep breaths, and I said, okay, I'm going to just finish it the best that I can, because that's all I can do. Even though it was hard, even though if I had to guess, I made the best guess that I could. So I finished the test. Excuse me. I finished the test. Excuse me. Ow. And, I slept wrong. And I'll never forget receiving the paper, because they give you a paper. They don't verbally tell you, they just hand you the paper. I'm walking away. I honestly thought I didn't pass. I said, fuck it, I guess I'll take it again. When I looked at that paper with my name on it, and it said pass, I turned around, and I was like, this is mine? I passed? This is me? This is me, right? This is mine? She just started laughing. She's like, yeah, sweetheart, that's yours. I just started bawling, crying. I got in that car. At the time, I called my best friend. I called him. I was crying. I'm like, bro, I passed the test. I called my dad. I passed the test. And they're like, of course you did. Of course you did. You can do it. We believed in you. But all I needed was to believe in myself and want it bad enough. So, yeah, that was, every time I talk about it, it like, it makes me so happy. And it's just a reminder that you can really do whatever you want. You just have to want it. You just have to want it enough, and you have to be willing to do the work to get the things that you want. Because nothing in this life comes easy. If it was, everyone would have it. And that'd be kind of boring too, if anyone could just have things by the snap of their damn finger, right? All right, the next one is, I never pulled this card ever before either. There's a little, ooh, is someone about to get pregnant? Because I see a little baby there in the womb. Be careful if you're not trying to get pregnant. If you're not trying to get preggers. The Six of Swords. That one's really pretty though. It's a really pretty card. Oh my gosh, I need to go. And I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. Six of Swords. I said chords. What the fuck? Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Okay. It says, this card communicates the energy of transition. You are being asked to leave behind what is familiar. Yo, I'm not pulling any other oracles after this, because this, I mean, other than what I already pulled. Transitions are uncomfortable. Letting go of what is safe and predictable. Suddenly, we are flung into a period of chaos where our old knowledge is useless and we must face great uncertainty. The thought of having to start again is scary, terrifying even. However, negotiating the rapids aware this is implicit to the journey, we then sail into a neutral or dead zone where nothing appears to be happening. Yet deep under the surface of these apparently dead waters, new life is swimming, ready to surface. This card reminds you that the whole of your life is a process, an unending series of transitions. Being aware of the cycle, ending chaos, neutral, beginning, can enable you to see its natural, magical, and extraordinary, a process through which a new phase of life is created. Beware the energy of transition. Leave the familiar behind. Move forward. Forgive the past, testing your abilities to gain self-knowledge. So it's all about moving forward, guys, and embracing it for what it is. I always go back to the story of my little avocado. So I like growing avocados for fun, and I just gift them to people once they start stemming up from the dirt. And I always say this thing is that when you're planting things, when you're growing things, just because you don't see what's going underneath the surface, it doesn't mean that something isn't going on underneath the surface. So you just got to give it time and keep watering it. Keep putting it outside so the sun can hit it. And eventually it'll start boop, 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 boop. And how excited do I get when that happens? I always get so happy, like, oh, it's growing. And I'm just excited to give it to somebody. I don't know, I find it fun. The Chariot. Oh, he look badass. I'm sorry that this is so blurry, guys. I don't know how to work this. Like this. It just wants to focus on my face. What if I get out of the picture? It's like it knows that I'm still here. It's annoying. There it is. Oh my God, it took forever. So now I know at this angle, and I just gotta hide behind it. Okay. The Chariot card. Ooh. And we have two more after this, and I gotta skedaddle. I'm thinking, wait, the Chariot. Thinking about what I'm gonna pick up to eat. I'm starving. Okay. Okay, this card therefore implies the game of life can only be won if we can master our own emotions. control our worries and fears, regrets, resignation, and hopelessness. The king driving this chariot symbolizes that self-belief and confidence comes from consistently refocusing one's thoughts and ideas to the objective and goal at hand. We must move past the limbic system, the stress response of fight or flight, to engage with greater emotional intelligence. When we know ourselves, our motivations and needs, the way we do things, when we become aware of when we are off track. The chariot ultimately signifies hard-won success, and whatever this card is connected to demands completion. Finish what you start, and if you are working with people, maintain balance and harmony by acknowledging people's needs and feelings while maintaining control. This scripture, I'm not religious, but there's a lot of scripture I remember from when I was super Christian back in the day. But it's popping up to me, I'm going to share it. And I'll never forget, there was a scripture, I don't remember the chapter or anything like that, but greater is the man who can control his emotions. That man is greater than one who can control a whole city. Meaning, someone who can control their feelings is so much more valued than someone who is like a king over a whole kingdom. Because it's hard to do. That's for someone specific. We can consciously and creatively release frustrations and engage in the power of positive self-talk, the mantra that will keep our wheels turning in the right direction. Although you must take people's needs and feelings into consideration, ultimately you must take full responsibility for your words and needs. So completing something, and for some, this is for like a small group of you that are going through, maybe within your job or whatever it is that you're working on, I see a scenario that some of you guys are just surrounded by a specific person or a group of people that aren't easy to deal with. But there is a task at hand that still needs to be done, that still needs to be completed. And Spirit is asking you guys to not allow those things to distract or take you off guard, or I heard don't lash out. For some of you, some of them are doing it on purpose to get a reaction out of you. And the best thing that you can do is not react. Do not react. I don't care how annoying they are. I don't care how disrespectful they are. You know what's going to hurt them more? Keeping your damn mouth shut and your composure. Who's stronger then? I'd rather be the person that can control my emotions. Because getting, if you lash out, it can lead to other things that aren't going to be in your favor. This is for someone specific. They're doing it because they're trying to get a reaction out of you so that they can take your position. I don't know who that's for, but knowing that already, I'd be like, I'll be on my best behavior. I'm gonna let you act the damn fool. You gonna look like the crazy one while you over here being mad disrespectful. I'm gonna just sit here with my water bottle, just like, are you done? Oh, you're not. You're still throwing a fit. All right, cool. I'll wait. It's hard, but if you make it funny, make it, what's the word? Just allow it to amuse you. Instead of allowing people get to your feelings and get on your nerves, just find it amusing. It makes me think of, Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls and The Office are those are the two shows that people who personally know me, I watch back to back. I probably watched these seasons like 30 million times. If I finish Gilmore Girls, I'll go and jump onto The Office. When I finish The Office, I jump back onto Gilmore Girls. I love that show. But really quick, it's making me laugh because I'm thinking about the episode where Lorelai is the main character. She's a single mom, and the story, if you haven't watched the show, it's really good. It's one of those kind of soapy and little drama here and there. It's really cute and funny. She lives in this town. She's a single mom. She has a teenage girl, And it's just showing about her life, how it's like being a single mom, and she keeps, you know, coming across the wrong people when it comes to love. She can't find a husband or whatever. So in the story, she has a bad relationship with her mom, but her mom is a hot mess. Her mom, she is just one of those she can never say a nice thing. Everything that comes out of her mouth is either offending Lorelai or saying, like, downing her. In the show, it's funny, but it's kind of fucked up. Her mom is super toxic. So it's funny that she's that way. And there was an episode where her mother-in-law was in town, and her mom, Lorelai's mom, why can't I think of her name right now? Anyway, her mother-in-law is coming into town, which is Lorelai's grandma, her dad's mom. So she's like, oh my God, she's all freaking out. She's like, that woman is horrible, and da 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 da. And they show her coming in, and she's so disrespectful to her. But it's funny because isn't it funny how you always attract the people that you are like, that's mirroring you. And that was a perfect example. And Lorelai is just sitting in the background laughing like, how does it feel, bitch? like, how does it feel to be treated? Because she does the same thing to Lorelai. So she's finding it so amusing, but she's really giving it to her. Like, her mom can be a pain, but this lady was just extra. She was like a whole another level of just disrespectful. And she finally leaves, and she's like, oh, what a horrible woman. I can't stand her, and da da da. And then Lorelai was like, she's like, why don't you do what I do with you? And she's like, what do you mean? And she goes, just find everything she says amusing. And that's what Lorelai does in all the episodes. Like, her mom says crazy stuff like, why are you wearing that shirt? You look like a hooker. Like, just always downing her. And she just laughs, or she just makes a comeback. So she was telling her in the episode, why don't you just laugh every time she says something rude to you or something? And she's like, okay, I'll try it. And then later on in the episode, she says something like, today, Emily, we're waiting for tea. And she's just like, like laughing. I don't want to get onto it, but you guys just really have to watch the show. But the whole point of all that spiel is that sometimes you just gotta laugh. And it will throw them the fuck off. They're gonna be like, yo, this bitch is laughing. Like, I'm trying to insult her. Like, ew, your hair's ugly. I know, right? I woke up super late today. I didn't have time to do it and walk away. That will throw them the fuck off. Like, what? Like, this bitch ain't mad at me. The Hanged Man. I'm not even gonna wait for it to blare, because that's gonna take forever. Oh, man. Ike, I gotta take you out before we leave. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right. Hanging upside down, life is seen differently. Akin to the practice of yoga and inversion, the blood flow is reversed, flowing back to the heart. We feel it differently too. Dangling upside down with the lightning flaring at his feet. Physical pain may also be a pathway into the physical body and his vulnerability. Vipassana meditation, one of India's most ancient meditation disciplines, which uses the breath to scan the body, is powerful in reshaping the perception of pain, physical or mental, as merely a transient sensation. This too shall pass. The Hanged Man suggests you are being forced to take time out and look at your life from a different perspective. Reconnecting with your bodily intelligence and heart, leaving external concerns. Travel within, question and ponder the greater spiritual principles and laws that are in motion. Valuable lessons are there to be learned. Voluntary sacrifice, giving up the chase of worldly goods and experiences. What was I saying about the money earlier? Significance and power may arise. The survival of the egoic self is handed over to the higher self for a selfless purpose. Surrender to the unknown. Sacrifice your idea of power. Allow the pause to give you perspective. Attainment of the higher self and enlightenment are within reach. That was pretty self-explanatory. Like I was saying, I'm going to just leave it at that. And then for the last, we have the Queen of Cups. This was really a really fun reading because I haven't pulled any of these cards ever before. They're the first time I am seeing them. Very pretty. She's gorgeous. Queen of Cups. Because I gotta get going and I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna get me some I've been like craving Subway lately, and I don't really like Subway like that, but I want like a good sandwich, you know, like a good sub. That sounds really good right now. Queen of Cups. There's this Italian family who owns a sub place, but it's in Kissimmee. It's far from where I'm at. It's definitely worth the drive, but I don't want to add another 30 minutes to my drive to having to pick up my kid and come back home too, same day. What was I doing? Oh, Queen of Cups. Prince of Cups. It has to be here. Princess, Queen of Wands. But they make this Italian sub. Oh, I'm getting hungry just talking about it. It's so cute because her sons run the shop, and the mother, she's an older lady, she runs the front, and then her sons run, you know, making the sandwiches and stuff like that. It's a cute little family spot. Did I find it? Yes. She's so pretty. I wonder if you guys can see. This is a little bit bigger. Is it? There we go. All right, so. Sorry, they have like this whole summary before they actually give the meaning of the cards. So just give me 1 second. The idea of ordinary things becoming conduits of the miraculous plays out strongly in this card. The extraordinary and the ordinary. We are all, in fact, miraculous forms of technology, spirit technology. The fact that as yet science still has no idea of why we possess consciousness tells us that life is so much more mysterious than we can possibly imagine. To connect with the wonder of your own existence is the path back home. The Queen of Cups is therefore concerned with matters of the heart. It signals acceptance and a rich empathy and understanding of the nature of things. To feel your inherent empathy with your fellow creatures, to be emotionally intelligent and fully expressed, unashamed of what your imagination is capable of conjuring. There is much to be gained from listening deeply within, giving credence to the dreaming world, and being a bridge between the two. Just really quick before I forget, I just heard there's someone here. You're starting to not only see things differently, but not care about the things that you used to care about before. And at first it might feel weird, feels different. Why do I just not care about the things that other people care about anymore? You're finding value in genuine things now, whether it be being in nature. I just saw the beach. Someone is enjoying actually going to the beach, where you live by the beach, but you never go, and now you're starting to enjoy those little things. It just made me think of this book. I don't remember the title. It was years ago since I read this book, but I remember it. It was like a shaman book or something, and there was a guy who was about to die, so he started going to the beach to kind of enjoy the view before his passing, and there was someone else witnessing him at the beach, and they saw that he picked up sand, and he's staring at it, and he starts crying. And someone approaches him and says, "Are you okay? Like, why are you crying? Are you feeling okay? Are you not feeling good?" And the guy says, "You know how long I've been on this earth, and I've never really looked at sand before." And he starts explaining, or what's the word? Just breaking down the sand, explaining what every little crystallized piece looks like. If he found a little crab in there, or if he saw little seashells, and the way that the sand was formed, and just looking at it and really just playing with it, and the point is, the little things that pass us by that we don't pay attention to and admire and enjoy when it's there. Especially when the people that we care about, our life is so precious. We don't know when our time is up. We don't know when is our last day here. You know, when you have a conversation with someone, Really looking at them, not looking away or looking out the window if you're in the car when they're talking. Just really looking at them. The shape of their face, the little hairs on their face, their eyelashes, the way they smile, if they have a dimple, if a dimple forms when they smile. Pay attention to not only their words, but their energy and the way that they say things, and picking up on their energy and their emotions. Regardless of what they're saying, you can still see them. Open to sensuality, seeker of desires and potent pleasures. Rich empathy, creativity, and understanding. Oh, that was it, sorry. This deck is so cool. I want to know who does the artwork here, because this is like a bird woman here. I'm sorry, I'm just like obsessed with this. Isn't that cool? So yeah, open to sensuality, seeker of desires and potent pleasures. Reach empathy, creativity, and understanding. There's just something about enjoying things on a different level. Enjoying things in a way that you never have before, so that you can appreciate things and life, just life itself. That was a really good reading, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if you guys, Of course, if you guys want a more specific reading catered to your energy and your story, you can always reach out to me and we can always do a reading just for you. But that was pretty good. Yeah, until next time.